Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The strong running. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a big...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Oh, put on the carpet, a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Forced out to his left. Going for it all. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Gano's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints again ready to go on offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. $17-0 our score after 1. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because They were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing deep for Galladay. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On the move to his left. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Fromm to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Going for it on 4th down. It's Fromm. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Throwing is Fromm. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. It wasn't really...
Touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And down he'll go at the 25. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here comes Pettis on the return. Shifts by him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Fromm. Throwing deep for Galladay. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fromm steps away to his left. That's complete to Slayton. So we've come to halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, Fromm. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, leap it, he will make the catch. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Fromm. Dancing to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Fromm off of play action. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not...
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw from. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on it.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Similar to a shooter in basketball.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. Running again with Barkley on second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Able to slither by. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And I think the ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Winston now to throw on first down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he loses the football a second time. But the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire